What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So I finally got my hands on the Nintendo Switch 2 this past Thursday, and if you haven't checked out that unboxing, go do that now. But long story short, in that unboxing I told the story of how Walmart brought it around 6 in the morning with a pizza flavored Pringles and a Coke, which was kind of weird, but hey, I was here for it. My big ass is hungry, okay? But the first game I fired up was clearly the most anticipated game that everybody got this console for, and that's Mario Kart World. And so I'm going to give you the full breakdown of what works, what doesn't, and whether it's actually worth that hefty price tag, because it's pretty high. So first off the bat, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the price. It's $80 digitally and $90 physically. I haven't checked the physical price myself, that's just what I've heard, but that's pretty steep. If you grab the Switch 2 bundle like I did, you could save around $40 or $50, I believe. And that definitely helps make it, more affordable, especially if you're paying full price. And so with that, let's get right into it. So this is definitely not just Mario Kart 8 with new paint, like people are saying online who, keep saying Nintendo's scamming, which they are on that price. But there are actually new mechanics here, and that shakes up some things in a big way. First, you have a rail grinding options and jump buttons that change the way of the race entirely. On one of the maps, for example, there's a bridge where I jumped onto a rail and I started racing on top of the bridge while others stayed on the road, or somebody went above me and started gliding above the bridge. And so power-ups and shortcuts play a bigger role than ever. It allows for multiple route variations depending on your timing and skill. That kind of unpredictability helps keep online races fresh, unlike other Mario Kart entries, because there's no strict way of how to memorize these tracks. My favorite new mode is easily the knockout mode. It's a global tournament style that has a format that plays across 6 tracks. At first, you only need to finish mid-pack to survive, like 20th or 24th place, something like that. But each round gets harder until the final track, where it's win or go home. The competitive energy is intense and the difficulty ramps up perfectly. Honestly wish that this mode was part of older Mario Kart games, because it gives you real stakes for every single lap. And it's not anything new, other games have done it, but for Mario Kart, I'm going to give it its flowers where it's due. Then there's open world mode, which I'm not going to give its flowers because this was hyped up during previews and it's not really good. You can drive around, do some mini challenges with friends, explore different areas, but it's all very shallow. It's empty. If you're expecting something like Forza Horizon, this is closer to Lego 2K Drive. It's fun for 2 minutes and then it gets repetitive and hollow. It's not terrible, but it's definitely not going to be your selling point like some people were thinking. But there is one cool feature, and that's the character skin system. So each character, for example, like Mario, has 6 to 7 skins. Some of them, like Donkey Kong, only have 2. You unlock these by getting lunchboxes hidden throughout the maps. It's a fun system, but I wish there were more base characters overall, and also for certain characters like Donkey Kong, more skins. But still, the skins that we do get in cosmetics keep things interesting, and they're tied directly to your gameplay performance. I'm just playing, they're really not. They don't do anything extra, but they do look cool. Like King Boo's got some cool, he's got like an aristocrat outfit, it's pretty cool. Graphically, this looks clean. It's definitely a step up from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, even if it's not revolutionary. As for tracks, my favorite is Rainbow Road, which is returning here, but it looks stunning, it's different. The new Mario Kart circuit is surprisingly great, and the design in general feels more vertical, and thanks to the rail mechanics, it's pretty gas. And they're still releasing new cups and challenges, I would assume, in future updates and DLC. Now, unfortunately, there's some more negatives here. There's no 200cc mode at launch. That's a huge bummer. Hopefully, that's coming also in a future update. But the price is just too high for what you're getting unless you got that bundle. Open World's a wasted opportunity, and for Mario Kart veterans, you'll miss the roster sizes and track quantities from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So overall, if you're grabbing this game in a Switch 2 bundle like I did, it's kind of a no-brainer because you got it with the bundle. But if you're trying to save money and you're not like me wanting like that Donkey Kong game, which is the reason why I got the Switch, I'd say it's not really worth it, that and the console. But if you are buying Mario Kart World by itself for $80 to $90, I'd say proceed with caution. Especially if you already own Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that also works on Switch 1. Wait for some kind of bundle or get this bundle. Anyways, those are my thoughts on Mario Kart World so far. I think it's pretty good and pretty great if you get the bundle, but if not, I don't think it's worth your time like that as of right now. But I've played enough to say this. It's fun, flashy, and it's flawed. I'm not going to give a score yet because there's still some stuff I want to do. But let me know in the comments if you've picked it up or not, or if you're holding out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more Nintendo Switch 2 coverage with games, including that Donkey Kong game I'm talking about next month, which I actually am super hyped for and I'm excited for. And it's, I want to say $60 or something like that. So depending on playtime with that, looks like it might actually be worth the price. But I'll catch you guys on the next one.